I am a net positive person. I'm also super open about living with depression and anxiety, and that's just wild over here. And let's be really serious for a hot second. That can be hard sometimes. And a few months ago, I was feeling overwhelmed with everything. I needed to do something to stop myself from falling deeper into the downward spiral that I felt myself going into. And I remembered reading The Book of the Lights by Ross Gay. And I loved this book. And it gave a lot of perspective while I was reading it. And so, with that knowledge, I decided to use his methods of finding one delight every day and kind of see what happens. So I committed to refocusing my mind towards gratitude and joy just for a short time, and adapted uncovering lights into a challenge of finding joy in my life every day for 30 days. And that sounds really simple, but in doing this challenge, I had some pretty big realizations, and I'm gonna share 3 of those with you now. So let's get into it. The first big realization happened a week or so into the challenge, and I think this was helpful because it made me recommit to the challenge of choosing joy every day. And the realization was that I feel better with joy. Having this as a daily focus made me feel like I was more ready to take on the day for 2 reasons. Regardless of what the plans were for the day, I knew that one thing was guaranteed to happen, and that was going to be finding joy. There's a sense of calm and grounding in finding joy, which also I think brings gratitude inherently with it on that journey. So, yay! Also, number 2 is that it's accessible. I set the bar pretty low for myself. The entire goal was to just find one moment of joy in the day. This, I feel, limited the barriers and my own resistance to the challenge because my mindset towards it was, I can totally find one thing. And when I found the one thing that brought joy that day, I won the whole day. It can be that simple. So if you are feeling stuck and would like a simple way to bring more grounding and joy into your everyday, I created a Pause for Gratitude, Stay for Joy guide with the exact prompts and practice that I found and used throughout this challenge. So you can download it in the description box below, and when you do that, you'll also receive my newsletter where I share more reflections, tools, and gentle reminders just like these. Putting that guide together reminded me why this whole challenge worked so well in the first place. It wasn't complicated and it didn't require massive energy or headspace. It was just small, consistent moments of pausing, noticing, and doing. This brings me to the next thing that I learned, and this one I feel surprised me more than I expected. So that realization is consistency and commitment is possible for me. I struggle with this in many ways. One of these being that my disability has me consulting and considering other people and what they want or need whenever I'm making any kind of plan. And with this idea kind of embedded in my mind, often it doesn't feel that possible for me to make my own plans and have them happen, because my plans working out often also depends on other people's plans. But at the halfway mark of this challenge, I unintentionally debunked this belief for myself. I still have work to do here, but we have progress. I proved to myself halfway through this challenge, when I had posted every day, I proved to my brain that I can make a plan, stick to the plan, and follow through with things. And even if I missed a day and I didn't post on that day, I just posted it the next day. I still realized what the joy was and noted and made the video the next day. Nothing happened. The world didn't end because I didn't post it. Nobody was grumpy. I'm an overthinker, so we panic about such things. The other thing with this whole consistency being possible is that sharing the intention, I'm choosing joy every day for 30 days and I'm going to post a video about it, is important, because when you share, people can get behind the mission and they can support the mission. I always say to people, sharing is caring, and if we don't share, people can't care. And being intentional like this is also awesome, because I feel in a lot of ways it's contagious. So many people were supporting my 30 Days of Choosing Joy series, and a few people even took up the challenge for themselves and started choosing their own moments of joy, and that's really the whole thing. So I'm super excited about that. Once I was showing up every day to share these moments, it really forced me to slow down and actually see them. And that's where the next big realization arrived for me. So realization number 3 was understanding what my life actually looks like. How many times has someone asked you, what have you been up to? And you could actually answer them confidently. I can say for myself that finding the answer previously has been a challenge, because quite frankly, survival mode and depression have a way of affecting your memory, guys. But I can answer more easily and recall more of my day than usual, because one of the outcomes of looking for joy means that you're scanning your day. And when we take a moment to scan the day, we can create more awareness within ourselves. So I like that. I like that I can know what I've done in the past week and appreciate it more. I'm excited that I can share that with other people. And then at an analytical kind of nerdy level, it's a really good data collection strategy. I have a lot more clarity now around what I do each day and what I can or what I want to share or create content around. So that's really helpful for current and also future Katie. Yay! Those are my 3 big realizations from my 30 days of choosing joy challenge journey. So right now, do I keep choosing joy? I think the answer is yes, but differently. I'm not going to do daily joy videos because that doesn't feel like a sustainable commitment for me right now. But it has inspired me to think about doing more mini-series missions on my channel. So if that sounds exciting to you, let me know in the comments what kind of mini-series you would be keen to hear or watch or see, and we can plan those. I'm excited to kind of plot what those can be. I do believe deeply that choosing joy is a good practice, so I'm gonna keep doing it more internally and privately, and just including the joy moments in my gratitude list when I do my journaling. It's just like that in the guide, so don't forget to click that guide to download it in the description box whenever you're ready. Okay, so some final thoughts. I am glad that I was in enough of a hole to do the 30 days of choosing joy. I learned a lot, and I'm sure that I will uncover many more realizations as I go. I feel like I'm in a better place than when I started the 30 days of choosing joy. I feel more emotionally grounded and way more motivated to do anything and to get things done in my daily life because things don't feel so overwhelming and hard when you're just trying to find one moment of joy. I know that hard days can still have good in them. And I'm a very evidence-based person, so I have evidence now. I created the evidence that I can have hard days and they can still be good. My biggest takeaway from this whole challenge is that if you feel stuck, it's okay and probably advisable to pause with yourself and just choose to do something. Because small actions equal big moves. And I think we just have to trust that the big moves are gonna be so good that they're worth all the small actions. Now we know that joy is not loud or perfect, it's just real. So keep looking for it because we're gonna find it. If you want to see the whole journey, the full 30 Days of Choosing Joy playlist is waiting for you. It's full of the tiny moments that made this challenge what it was. So go check it out after this.